PG-13 mature audiences only. This is 1985 and we're looking at the Cobra Night landing craft. And this was a cool little boat. It did not come with any figures. It does have a little radio, and it also came with like a standard black shovel, as well as I think there was a black knife. And here's the little radio. I probably have the other stuff somewhere. But this was cool. And it has some little paddles, a little machine gun, and a nice little motor for your motorboat. That is even movable there too, but they should have made it a twin. It would have had more power. And these are the Cobra eels. And we're also reviewing we're reviewing the awesome Cobra Moray. And we're going to take this out for this for a little peek at this one. Now this one was nicer, but one day I was at work, came home, the roommate and some anyways, the kids got a hold of this. The roommate and his woman and kids got a hold of that. So they damaged that missile. It really... Anyways, I'll probably look for another missile if I remember when I'm looking at parts one of these days. Now we have the Lamprey driver, and we showed you in the other video. I have a few of these. They're in the Cobra water moccasins. But you can see the nice comparison here. We have the 1990, that's in the orange. So basically, very nicely done. And then there's the 2000. There we go. And the 2003 Python Patrol one. So this is a friggin' cool weapon. I love that weapon. That's in on one of the Joes. Shockwave, I think it is. Almost sounds like a Transformer name. But as you can see, these ones are awesome for your vintage collection if you're looking into the later years. So the orange actually looks pretty cool on that one. The orange and blue. But we'll get into this nice, awesome looking boat. And it does hold a number of figures. 3 in the gunner, well, there's 1 in the gunner position, 1 in the steering, and the cannon. The cannon does move, and it does hold positions. So hard to do when you're just holding the camera, but we're having a nice look at this. There is these little missiles pop off. There's also torpedoes underneath. We could just get a little light on that. There's some cool torpedoes. They do slide off. You just push up and push back. But again I got then there's these cannons that obviously, you know, don't have any swivel action, which they should have. That would have been a cool upgrade. You could fit 2 more figures standing in here. Look down in there, there's the hole. And a cool feature on this, but you know, they should have just made this one piece, and they should have had some bars push up. That would have compensated for the the crap, because it falls apart all the time when you push. But anyways, there's 4 missiles in there. See, if you push too hard it might fall apart or get stuck. So again, if you would have had a different design where 2 bars pop this up underneath and this was a whole piece, it would have been much easier. But the engineers obviously didn't figure out the simple. The simple is one piece instead of two. Would have been easier for a mold as well. On the back here we have depth charges, and mine is missing one, I think, as well as I need two more of these little side guns, because one of them is broken and missing. Darn kids getting a hold of this. As you can see, little depth charges. I like to call them death charges because they rain death above from the down below. And there's a cool engine in there. Now, this could have been redesigned many different ways. You could make it back. You know, you could have a bigger cannon at the back. You could make this, or maybe even rockets. You know, there's many different ways you could redesign the Cobra Moray as well to keep it original. Like, this is awesome. Now, people do like customs, and I do like customs too. So we're going to take you on to the flag, and we're going to show you. This is my custom here. I'll put some light on it. This little joystick is out of a Star Wars vehicle that I once had. Just use it for parts instead of the steering wheel. I thought that would have looked cool. And this one, I didn't do the thing yet because I'm not sure what I want to do with this. But this is my custom, and we'll bring it up. Now, I didn't put the decals on yet, but I thought, I'll take this piece off from that one, put it on here, and then you could probably fit a quad or maybe the skiff in there. And it looks pretty awesome, all green. And I also got rid of the part that made the Cobra Hydrofoil. The hydrofoil is when you pull back on this one part in the back here. So we're gonna just have a quick look here. There's a little lever back of the boat with awesome detail back there. You push the lever in, and voila! The skis come out, and then you pull it back. Anyways, I got rid of that on this one, just because I want to see. So actually this one will float. I filled it in with putty underneath. So, I was thinking, maybe I could put something in there later, but I think it's just a simple custom, just a nice paint job. And it really sucks because I'm gonna probably try to have to order that Testo's paint online because they're discontinuing it at a lot of stores here. So it's hard to find model paints. Then this one here, I just left it pretty much the same. I might paint over that. But you can also put a skiff in there. And this one I thought would be cool for the dreadnoughts. I just glued a couple foot pegs so then they can actually stand for these guns. Put on a few decals. So this one's pretty simple and plain. I thought, that would make an awesome looking boat. It's similar to the Cobra Hydrofoil. Even has a little thing. I took the fake missiles out of this thing. I thought, that would be awesome. Oh, we're not reviewing that one yet. This, I'm missing, well, we're not reviewing the flag yet, but, there it is. Oh, we're getting to that one. There's a lot of jets hiding over there. But I thought, make that one so maybe the dreadnoughts can have their own little boat. That would be cool. And also, the the Cobra Moray has a glass. I just put that piece in there. Just cut a piece of plastic, put that in there. But there's a piece that's missing in there. This one is in not as good shape because these tabs always break off. So if I could, I probably will look for another one later on. But for now, I am content with this one. Just have to find a few pieces. And, I didn't put the glass back in here. So I'm going to have to look. This is not complete, but, I thought, that would look cool. So I'd have, I don't know, Hasbro was not making G.I. Joe vehicles for a while, so you'd go to Toys R Us and say, oh, well, that might work for G.I. Joe, and it did. But you buy a lot of stuff online too. And again, I did have 2 of these growing up as a kid, and I did get one in 1985 for Christmas with a Cobra Soldier as well, and I was ecstatic. Just loved it. Oh, I used to mark the bottom of my feet from my figures, so if I ever find any of those figures with marks on the feet, because some of my friends would steal them, and then later on I'd find it at their house, like my favorite one, Cobra Firefly, and I'm like, ha, this is mine, it's got a mark on the bottom of a foot, and never come across any of my old figures yet, so somebody might have them all, but oh. And I did love the Cobra Eels, like, those are awesome. I always wanted to get more. And slowly over time we'll get a few more for Army Builders. And these Lampreys were awesome. So again, it's cool to look at the years to come. My base is in disarray because I've been pulling figures here and parts, and gotta clean up the stuff before we have a proper review of the awesome flag. And this is just customized, just for fun. Don't have that figure. Don't think I ever will. But the bivouac, this would work better as a medical bay. I do have the part that slides in here, but I thought medical bay would be better. This would have rocked if they would have made this into 3 stories, because you got a lot of wasted space here. This should have been open, and they could have had more playability, and if they could have had a 3rd level, that would have been phenomenal. But again, there's always, how you say, HasLabs. Redesign the flag tower and make it into more, because you need more playability. Even if it was like a little bit longer to add an extra room on each level, that would have been cool. Plus another, you needed a little more to this. And we'll get into the flag in one of the reviews to come. But this is just awesome. 7 foot, I think it's 7 foot or 7.5 feet long. I'll have to look into that again. But anyways, I did love my Cobra Moray Hydrofoil. And well, I also like customs. So again, if you're looking to do a cool custom, this might work. And it will float on water. That won't. But I want to do something with this. I haven't decided yet. This gun here, obviously, limited range of what you could do. So, well, it kind of looks, they don't really think things through. Oh, you can't shoot over here because this is in the way. But you can shoot over here, but you're going to hit the deck mostly. This gun needed to be propped up a little bit higher. But you can work it from the inside, it looks like. Use your imagination. That's what they say. Oh, you could probably fit a little quad in here. And for sure you fit the skiff there, or you can put a little helicopter on top of here. So I thought that was awesome. Anyways, leave your comments below. Thanks for all my new subscribers. Keep on watching, and we'll have more videos to come.